this is it, the final day, the final frontier, the final countdown, call it what you will, but this is where the event will be decided. By 4:15 this afternoon, Central European time, we will have a winner, we will have probably a new champion. The boats are forming up behind me. The same thing as has happened on day one and day two will happen today. There will be a sprint, it will be down the Haringvliet, and we've seen that a lot of boats are going to be going down towards the bottom end. It's a big journey, it's a big day. There's a big prize and we need a big winner. This is the World Predator Classic. It's very tight at the top, but we have the big five. In first place with a fourth and a first, it is Thomas Engert and Mark Pachowski from Germany.
Today it's going to be massive. This is where it counts.
Just 1 point behind them, 6 points, it's the Czech team. First on day one, 5 on day two, Radek Filip and Martin Stepka.
This is the big one.
In third, they've had an 8th and a 2nd from Finland, Toni Pojalainen and Antti Jussi Norinen.
This is where the big game starts.
In fourth, a man we see so many times, he's won it twice, he's got a new partner this year from Belgium with a 5th and a 6th, Luke Coppens, Jeroen Eysens, 11 points.
Today's going to be a very big day.
And then tied on 11 points, the first time we see a Brit team this high up, a 7th and a 4th, it's Matt Boast and Jan Boomsma.
So this is it, the final day. This is what it all comes down to.
Will it be one of these big five? There is a chasing pack, another 5 that are in the race, but you know what? This is the final day. Anything can happen. Gentlemen, a very big day for you today.
Yeah, of course.
You're in the lead. The margin is slim, 1 point.
Yeah.
But it's the best place to be at the moment.
That's true. A lot of pressure also if you're going out first. Everybody's looking at you.
Consistency is the key, but there's a lot of very good, consistent anglers around.
That's
yes. Yeah, consistency is the key, definitely.
So let's look at these weather conditions. Today is going to be the hottest and the brightest of the 3 days. How much of an effect will that have on the fishing?
I think it will have a big effect, and not on the positive side. It makes things more complicated, and the fish will be, I think, not in the mood.
I think it's getting pretty hard to get that full card,
yeah.
But it's the same for everyone. So
it's the same for everyone.
This is where the big boys come out to play, and the little boys, they fall by the wayside. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a little before the start now, and I've been given the honour and the privilege of being involved in the start team. I've got the flag in my hand. I'm just going to unfurl it now. It's had one wave with a 2-minute warning, which tells the boats they have to line up in an almost perfect line between us and the lighthouse on the far side. And very soon I'm going to wave this, drop it, and we're going to charge off down the waters of the Haringvliet. And once again, it is epic stuff. It's going to be exciting because what we've seen through the last 2 days is one particular spot that is producing a lot of fish. Everybody knows that now, and they all want to get there first. Would you believe it? We've just started off, literally just followed the guys down. They've got here before us. We are seconds behind them and they're already into a fish. This is boat number 42, UK pairing. England, Matt Boast, Jan Boomsma. Incredible start. They filled their card first on day one. They very nearly filled their card first on day two. They just struggled for that pike, and literally within 5 minutes of the competition starting, you can see firstly Jan's on the back of the boat with a perch and Matt's just struck at another one. That is amazing. Bearing in mind perch is so difficult to catch, you can see the speed there in what they're doing. Just look how fast he is fishing there. He's got to get out now, take a quick photograph and get that recorded, and you can see it is game on now. Wow, what a start for this pair. Boat number 5 now. And these are the guys that started the day in the lead. And you can see not a lot going on the boat. There's no fishing going on because they have a fish in the net. We've just turned up to them. And they've got one fish in the net at the moment. Another one on the scoreboard as well. So boat 32 in front of us now. And this is Luke Coppens and Jeroen Eysens from Belgian, part of the Westin team. Immensely successful anglers, these two. Luke in particular has won this event twice before, regularly placed in the top 10, the most highly decorated and arguably the #1 predator angler in the whole of Europe. This is the man that all the Americans will be looking at. Oh, fish on. fish on and it's Matt on the left-hand side of the picture. Looks quite a decent fish there. Big bend going underneath the boat. They've got it. Well, it looks like a zander. We're around about halfway through the final day now, and I've got to tell you that it's been an incredibly gripping scenario that's been going on with the scoreboard. Now, there was a little bit of jockeying, everybody was finding their positions, but we've got some of the big five exactly where we thought they would be, right at the top of the pile. And if I was to tell you there are two teams that are head-to-head swapping places between first, second, second, first, first, second, it's changed 3 or 4 times in the last half an hour, and one of the teams are these guys behind me here, the English team of Matt Boast and Jan Boomsma. Now, they've caught their perch and they've caught their zander really, really quickly. They now need a pike to fill their card, but they're being chased, and they're being chased by the Czech pairing, the guys that won on day one, the guys that are also incredibly consistent, Radek Filip and Martin Stepke. Now, they are in exactly the same position. They've caught their perch, they've caught their zander, they need a pike too. This is now becoming 2 heavyweight pairs slugging it out. One of them fishes for Westin, the other pair fishes for Lawrence. We've got a manufacturer's head-to-head battle going on at the same time. It's really, really, really tight now. The big question on my mind is who's going to catch the biggest pike? That really is going to be the decider. They'll both catch one for sure. These guys struggled a bit yesterday, but when they caught one, they had a decent one. Just look at that, they've got their pike. It is absolutely gripping at the moment. It has just put them right up into first place, and you can see just how happy they are with it there. Absolutely overjoyed with that. They are in the lead. And there we have a fish. Look at that. That's your own with it, off the back of the boat. Really, really quick on the way in. Luke with the net, there's no mistaking that. Oh, that was lucky. He reeled it in that quick, it fell off in the net. Well, we're in the dying hours of the match and the drama is unfolding once again. We've seen this battle at the top, but let me just read you this. In first place, Matt Boast, Jan Boomsma. In second place, the Belgian pairing of Luke Coppens and Jeroen Eisen. Matt Boast, Jan Boomsma. They have filled their card. Team Belgium, they haven't. If they catch one perch, they will go a point above. Can it be done? Is the impossible dream potentially a reality for Luke Coppens and Jeroen? Could it be a third win for the man that is feared across the whole of the European scene and will be feared in America too? Or will it be these guys behind me now, Radek Filip and Martin Stepke? They have fished absolutely out of their socks, but they are fishing now out of their skins. They desperately need a pike. If they catch that pike, it will put them back into first place. But they need it, and the clock is against them at the moment. It is really, really tight now. Oh, that's a better one. That's a good one. And these guys are showing their quality now. Showing their quality indeed, because shortly after this zander, they managed the perch they so desperately needed and shot into first place. History was being made. But in the dying stages, there was a drama. Radek Filip and Martin Stepke, they managed to get their pike. And with just 6 minutes left on the clock, they overtook both the Belgians and the British pairing to take the overall win and also the title. What an incredible finish. And as the crowds thronged into the auditorium for the presentation, it was clear it had been an absolutely gripping final.
The team from England, sponsored by Lawrence, could Jan Boomsma and Matt Boast come forward. In second place, Captain Luke Coppens and Jeroen Eisen come forward from Belgium. Can have Martin Stepke and Radek Filip from the Czech Republic to come forward. And now you see the 2019 World Predator Classic champions.
Well, gentlemen, what can we say? That was a brilliant performance, and look what you've got in your hands and behind you.
Yeah, it was just excellent race. We have enjoyed and it had quite nice result. So good.
In the dying stages as well, minutes to spare, and you pulled it out of the bag. It looked very, very difficult this afternoon, but you've done it.
Yeah, it was. In pre-fishing we have caught about 15 pike a day, and we couldn't catch a single pike today. Although we had 5 hours fishing for that, but we made it 6 minutes to the end of the competition. So it was very, very emotional, and we are super happy.
Everybody knows how bloody long way is to this trophy. I'm very, very proud to be here and to hold this trophy with my mate.
It's a dream come true, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Gentlemen, well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that's it from the World Predator Classic 2020. What's next? Well, of course, it's the Angling Super Cup over in America. And then next year, back here again, the World Predator Classic 2020.